chickens.
Hello, everybody. We're just
Summer's
kind of getting
flame.
going here. Someone does not have their, oh, there it is.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I don't think we ever picked it up.
Are they on our retainer? Because I don't have those.
You mean the, what's
the vouchers.
Yeah, I don't know. Be one of the envelopes, right?
Yeah, with a blue seal.
It's a blue seal. No, it's a red seal. Cascadier uniform voucher, red seal.
I have Jandalar's tokens, Gold Saucer tickets, Vesper Bay 8th Right tickets, and that's it.
Do a search.
They're in my saddlebag. I forgot I had a saddlebag!
You have a saddlebag? How fancy.
So, yeah, we should... Do we want to, like, swing by Mordona and pick up our Cascadier uniforms?
Yes. Do a quick port there and back.
Yeah. Meet me in the, Maelstrom Command.
Yep.
So I hope you guys have had a wonderful day. We're still figuring out what's going on, but that's typical of us.
Yes. So, hello everyone. Hi Foxfire. Fairly good day as far as I was concerned. Had a friend over, played Pursuit of Glory, basically won, you know, there you go.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of gaming done today.
We'll have a multiplayer day next Sunday. Should be four of us. Once I get there, you'll have to help me with who I'm talking to.
I'm trying to figure out who we need to talk to.
Oh.
Maybe it's Uncanny Knickknacks? There it is! Uncanny Knickknacks at Elena. She's at the very
Oriana? Or Elena? Okay.
Yeah. I want one of those. And one of those. And when you're ready, I'll port us back to Limsa.
All set. So there is a question of...
Question of what?
Dragoon is still the lowest.
Remember, this won't get us much XP of anything.
Yeah. Principle of the matter. You just left zone.
Oh, I went up top.
Oh, right.
Because what we need to do is go up top. And you went a different direction. That is okay.
There's a way that was right there.
Come on, Krabby! Yeah, sorry, the Moonfire Festival theme is kind of, well, an earworm. They'll stick with you.
I'm not sure what album that piece is on. I'm sure they've featured it on one of the albums by now.
It might have been from the original.
Might be. Might be, like, Before the Fall.
It's possible.
Which is the 2.1 to 2.5 album.
We're gonna store this, and we're gonna store that, and then we're gonna scoot on over to the glamour plates.
Speaking of such things... Okay, those are actual glamour prisms and not clear prisms. Because clear prisms won't do me any good.
I think I have, yes, the summers. The lake. Yeah. Bummer. Oh, we'll go with the peach croissants. Peach croissants always works.
Now, admittedly, going with the Summer's Flame set is kind of tempting.
Yes. Yeah, I think I'll do with that. Because, well, it's that time of year. I can punch things in my hula skirt.
But we went through the effort of getting this.
Yeah.
Just don't have anything.
I think I look better in the hula skirt. But that's just me. Oh wait, I can turn something in here. Yes, let me turn in the pigeons.
You need to get some of the samples.
So won't this hurt your feet?
Doesn't everything?
Oh, true. We are in the land of flat-footedness.
Oh. There you go. Okay, that... Yep, that is set.
But yeah, they just started the Moonfire Festival, which is their summer festival that they hold every year. And just after the Moonfire Festival is their yearly anniversary festival, which they take a slightly different tactic compared to a lot of other games. A lot of other games, they'll just have isn't it cool? We've been going for this many years. And with FF14, instead they do it as a thank you from the developers to the players for playing their game.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so freaking sweet, it makes you fall up in tears every time.
Yaru Muriyaru. Unseasonable chills. Mayaru Muriyaru will stop at nothing to see that you enjoy the seasonal festivities to the fullest. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventures, come to enjoy the Moonfire festivities again this year, have you? I promise you're in for a scorchingly, swelteringly good time. As you may very well know, the fair is a storied tradition that, in recent years, has served to promote the effort of the Adventurers Guild on behalf of Eorzians everywhere. Once again, we've got a piping hot plate full of exciting activities for one and all. But no jump tower.
No, because we have flying for Eorzia, we no longer have the jump tower.
This year, we've also been tasked by none other than Master Gigi Raju, our ever-generous patron of the event, with creating the ultimate icy dessert to stave off the heat. We'd more than welcome the aid of a skilled adventurer like yourself, and needless to say, we'd reward you well for your efforts. If you'd be willing and able to lend a hand, simply hop over to Costa del Sol and speak to my colleague Hiramaga.
And are you sure you want to go to Costa del Sol, Matt? I think you're going to broil.
Well, now that I know where we're going, no. We chocoboing it there?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
If you need to change, you need to change here.
Yep.
You can't change there.
No. No, you can't.
That's not too shabby.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You need some, like, Fiera high-heeled sandals. Well, while we have a few minutes, a person I am aware of from Board Game Geek, Philip Thomas. I first became aware of him actually because as part of the game that I played today, he had some analyses of it early on. This, what I'm going to be quoting, is all from a publicly available blog. There's a blogging system on Board Game Geek. He has one called A Bipolar Gamer. He does have serious problems. And saying, it has been more than a year since my last blog entry. Over the autumn, I became quite involved in development of Pursuit of Glory 2nd Edition, playing several games with radical changes to the rules, almost all of which were, somewhat to my relief, rejected by the designers, etc. However, beginning in November, I started to have psychiatric symptoms, voices, possibly due to a phased reduction in my antipsychotic. The antipsychotic was increased back to its previous level, but to no avail, and indeed my symptoms grew worse. I became severely delusional, and on 23rd December entered a private psychiatric hospital, the Priory, voluntarily. On 22nd December, I gave up my developer role in Pursuit of Glory.
Aww.
Things went from bad to worse. In January, I developed a serious physical illness, some kind of neurological problem, which meant I had to be transferred from the Priory to an NHS hospital which could treat me better, St. George's in Tooting. While in St. George's, I tested positive for COVID-19 and was induced into a coma.
Oh, one thing after another.
Yeah, I don't remember either of these things except for waking up from the coma unable to speak, eat, stand, let alone walk. Thanks to the efforts of NHS staff, I am no longer positive and indeed have been double vaccinated. And I can now do all those things, including, although walking is with the aid of a stick. I came out of the hospital on 13th July. Fortunately, I've been left with 3 serious medical conditions. One is my mental illness, which is now thought to be a schizoaffective disorder rather than bipolar disorder. Schizoaffective disorder is a rare illness which affects maybe 1 in 200 people. It combines symptoms of bipolar disorder with symptoms of schizophrenia, although the mood element is said to be dominant. And it has a very similar prognosis to bipolar disorder in that it is relapsing and remitting. It can also be treated with mood stabilizers. Currently, it is in remission, which is good while it lasts.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That
But
still
yeah,
sucks.
he
It's like one
has
thing right
been
after
having
the other.
a very bad year and a half. But is currently getting better for as long as it lasts. He goes through bouts of this.
And Tay is being very fetching herself.
Yes. And he keeps the blog more partially various other things, but partially to talk about what his condition is like and what it means.
Yeah. Well, on to cheerier things. I'm glad he's doing more stable, though. That's good.
Yeah. And I do hope that he gets a chance to pick up development of Pursuit of Glory again. That is currently up in the air.
Hello, Hermaga.
Well, if it isn't Ladonia and Rena, come to help us create our frozen masterpiece, have you? I couldn't have asked for a better partner in our confectionery challenge. And how glad I am to here, God's honest truth, we're in a bit of a bind here.
Oh no, not another bind. Why does this happen every year?
Every year for 2 years? Or do you think it's happened before this?
At least according to some of the other folks.
You see, though we've been tasked with making the most delightfully frosty dessert, we're suffering from a lack of the all-important ingredient, ice. The shipment was supposed to come in bells ago, but word has it it's been held up by some disturbance in the area. May you be so kind as to check with my associate, Pobiano, and see if she knows anything further? She should be just to the east of here, over on the beach.
Well, let's check. Oh, there she is!
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Pobiano. You said you need some help? What's that you say? Hermaga sent you to ask about the delayed shipment of ice? To be quite honest, the situation is something of a complicated one. As you may have heard, for this year's festivities, Master Geeky Riju has imported upon us a rather daunting task, preparing the finest frozen dessert the realm has ever seen.
So he can eat it all.
Exactly. He promised us that he would spare not a single gill to see the deed done, so we decided to enlist the services of one of the realm's most preeminent confectioners. All's well and good to this point, yes? As it turns out, the confectioner was a hopeless perfectionist, insisting that only the finest ice in all Eorzia would serve her for her creation. She hopped on the next vessel to the North Seas. And that's the last we saw of her. It's not that I fear for her life, mind you, pardon the pun, but she's one tough cookie. That said, the festivities are all but upon us, and if she doesn't make it back soon...
Egads! That poor girl's drowning out there!
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's drowning.
That guard. Yes, it's her. Rena, Ladonia. That's Nekeke. The same confectioner who I just spoke. We must help her at once. At least the other NPCs aren't being helpless. They actually ran out to the water to save her. Good for them.
Yes, no more helpless NPC syndrome.
Fair goer.
As soon as I saw her, I swam out and brought her to shore, but were we too late?
Oh, I hope not. Poyaba? Poor Nekeke. Do you think she's alright?
I've got a phoenix down.
We're both accomplished white mages.
Though not at the moment. Will she be alright now? In any event, I'll leave her into your capable hands. That's right, abandon the scene.
Oh, Nekeke, you've come back to us. Thank the gods. Poibiano, is that you? Why, I'm back in Costa del Sol. You are indeed. Whatever happened to you out there? Were you swept away with the storm, tossed from your boat by some eldritch horror of the depths of the sea? I fear my memory is still a little hazy. As I remember, we sailed to the North Seas, where, after braving the elements and some vicious fiends set on making a meal of me, I succeeded in procuring the most pristine ice I had ever laid eyes upon. We began the journey back, and just as we were approaching Costa del Sol, it's no use. The only thing I can remember is our vessel capsizing and my body being flung from the deck along with my hard-worn supply of ice. But at least I made it back in one piece, and I have all you and your friends here to thank for that, Pobiano.
I think they want something.
Oh, my dearest friends, you survived the shipwreck. Why, I couldn't be happier. These creatures are your friends? Aren't they lovely? We met on one of the isles up north. I shared some of my treats with them, and next thing I knew, they were following me everywhere. They were gentle and strong, the most perfect companions, really.
And probably overheating.
All right, that's enough of the touching reunion. My precious ice is scattered all over the place. Go round it up and bring it here on the double.
Arr.
I'm sorry, frosty fluff balls. That is just wrong connotations. He says I've been hanging around furries too much. Would you look at that? They're quite clever, aren't they?
I love how they managed to stack the boxes without thumbs or anything.
I know. Oh, lucky day. The seals are still intact and the ice inside undamaged and unmelted. That means the only potential rub remains. A rub?
Rob.
A rub. Yes, as a matter of fact, the ice, you see, is everything I hoped it would be, which is why it was rather to my chagrin when I later discovered that a dreadful fiend slumbered in a rather large chunk of the ice that I had loaded onto the vessel. Yes, it's all coming back to me now. As we neared Costa del Sol, the balmy winds drifting in, I heard a dreadful rumbling coming up from the cargo hold. I rushed down to investigate, only to see a fearsome creature. It appeared rather perturbed by the heat, and it suddenly began to swell larger and larger until... boom. It would appear my own carelessness was the cause of our unfortunate incident. Fortunately, my furry companions and I survived the shipwreck, as has my stock of the purest ice. And yet, I fear that the fiend will be back in search of its icy home, so unceremoniously I stole from him. Whatever shall I do? Have no fear, my dear Nekeke. In fairs over the years, my friends and I have fought off more bombards than you could shake a stick at. Why, Bombard Buster could be my middle name. Now, let's go appraise Hamaga of the situation. Surely he'll have an idea as to how we could deal with the menace and kick the festivities off with a bang. I suppose.
Still not.
Bye!
They've got to be seriously overheating.
A little. Hamaga? Oh, I'm sorry, there was Nikeke and Pilbo there. I didn't click on them. My bad.
Where are they? Ah, there's the KK. Oh, no wonder I couldn't find her.
Yeah, she's hiding.
Can you take it from mine?
Yes, actually I can. I'm not sure how much of a help I'll be, and yet I'm the one who brought this on the I'm not sure how much help I'll be, and yet I'm the one who brought this menace here. It wouldn't do for me to just stand on the sidelines while you do all the heavy lifting. Hamaga's an old hand at the bombard busting. I'm sure he'll have a trick or two up his sleeves that will serve us well.
He does indeed have sleeves.
See.
No, Ladonia, Rena. I was wondering when I might hear back from you in Pubiano. And I see our star confectioner has joined you. Pray tell, how did you fare?
Well, you see, there was this bomb and ice and boom and polar bears and...
Oh dear. So while the ice has been safely procured, a blustery bombard of behemoth-like proportions has been procured alongside it. No doubt that has something to do with the panic screams I heard coming from the beach. Not to worry. After all, what is the Moonfire Faire if not a season for blasting ill-tempered, hot-headed balloons out of the air? And I know just the person to assist us in the effort. Just a moment now.
Say no more, Master Hamaga. I stand ever ready, and my friends?
Who goes there?
Surely you've heard the tales of Thracy, brave leader of the Bombardiers, and bane of bombards all over the realm. Or perhaps you haven't, but no matter. Rest assured that I and my companions shall see the safety and return to your beaches.
Pago, too, has come to save the day, and he has brought his fun little toys. Trinkets, trifles, toys. Oh yes, Pago has brought his toys that go boom. And I'm Herfoltia. I may still be new to this adventuring business, but I promise you that what I lack in experience, I make up for pluck. Pluck, spirit, and determination. It's a pity we don't get to see more of him during this.
This whole mess was my fault, and still so many of you have come to aid. How can I ever repay you?
Gil. Nonsense, my dear. The ice you brought was at our behest, and all will be forgiven when you fashion for us the most delightful frosty dessert Master Gingy Rouge has ever laid eyes on. Besides, the exploits of bombard-busting adventures are sure to bring even more good publicity to the guild.
That settles it then. Let's go out and show these oversized balls of ice that the Isle of Endless Summer is no place for his ilk.
Yeah, Rufaltia seems kind of lost without the jumping tower to fail at.
Yeah, I know.
The fate, a blizzard of bombards, can only be completed as a disciple of war or magic. And of course it's going.
No, it has not gone. People are just standing around waiting. Which is what we shall do.
The orange circle.
Don't you look adorable, peeps? It's your Abigail barding.
Ah, yes.
Every chocobo needs a scullery maid barding.
Yeah. Marshmallows, I'm certain. Well, someone's catching a few Z's.
Yes. They
And a lot of
needs to
sun.
make that. Yeah, he's
Also
not
catching
wearing
a
much,
lot
is
of
he?
sun. No.
Yeah, he looks good in that. He can stay right there.
Sun, sea, and sandy beaches. There's no place like the Isle of Endless Summer. What's with all these boxes? It's just me or is there a chill in the air? Chill. It's downright freezing.
They just wash up on shore.
Help! Someone, please! The splinters! The splinters! It's going to explode! Run for your lives!
Get out of here before we freeze to death.
Hiya. My honor as an adventurer, I will quell this icy menace!
Don't forget to level sync.
Yeah, that would help. Big sprites.
Oh no, he sucked them in. That was a quick suck in. Yay! We defeated the bombard.
And yeah, that's large.
Well, he didn't start that large. He just ended that large.
Still.
Pobiano? Welcome back, friends. Peeps, get back here.
And
Harmaga?
Iramaga. Ah, Ladonia. Rena, pray tell, how did you fare?
My hands are cold.
Yeah.
I kept having to punch ice.
It's one way to make shaved ice, I suppose.
That look of relief and supreme satisfaction on your faces, am I to surmise that you've succeeded in driving off the most baleful bombard?
Indeed, and we scarcely even broke a sweat in the doing. Isn't that right, Pubiano?
Quite so, my friends. Though I dare say it wouldn't have been nearly so easy without Rena and Ladonia at our side. I can't thank them enough, my friends. Oh, we just beat up a ice bombard. My hands are cold now.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we must remain ever vigilant, for there is no telling when the dread creature's friends may return to seek their revenge. In any event, the Isle of Endless Summer is now safe, and that's what matters most. You are truly heroes, all of you. Oh, what? Yeah, it's basically a bomb, except made of ice. And it's very
Yes.
cold.
Well, all's well that ends well, I say. And with that, I say it's time we've retrieved our supplies from the beach.
Splendid! Just you wait, my friends. Nekeke is going to prepare the most marvelous dessert this realm has ever seen. Yeah, we're in the middle of the Moonfire Faire, which is their summer festival they hold every year. This year, we're punching ice bombards.
Yes, punching ice bombs for great justice.
Mm-hmm.
After having destroyed their natural habitat.
Okay, Nekeke, what do you got for us?
A treat to beat the heat. Keke has a mind to whip up the finest frozen dessert you've ever laid eyes on.
Oh, Red Ethnodonia, I can't thank you two enough. Were it not for you, I'd have been too busy running for my life to ever think about making Master Gigi Ruju's dessert. But all's well that ends well, and I can finally get down to what I was brought here to do. I promise you, I'll be done before you know it. So why don't you and Pobiano entertain yourselves for the time being? And while you're at it, perhaps you could call Master Gigi Ruju as well. I'm sure he'd be more than eager to see my masterpiece take form.
Do we have to really deal with him?
Keep it arm's length.
2 arms.
Okay, Hermaga.
Ladonia, truly impressive the way you chased off that bomb. Not that I'd expected any less of you, of course. Thanks to you, I think we can safely say the guild's put on another impressive show this year. It's only a matter of time before our halls are overflowing with aspiring adventurers. Talk about making the best of a bad situation. Speaking of which, I heard Nekeke's nigh done with her delightful creation. I don't know about you, but I'm most eager to taste it myself. Believe it or not, I have something of a something of a sweet tooth.
Ah, there's Pobiano. Red Ladonia. Again, I thank you for your efforts in helping us dispatch the bombards. To think such a calamity would befall us on the eve of the festivities, but pray do not be too hard on Nekeke. She only meant to please, as she always has. Oh, in that confusion I forgot to mention it, but she's actually a childhood friend of mine. We used to play together by the shore, and one day we were set upon by a vicious monster. We thought we were done for, but we were saved in the nick of time by a kindly adventurer who swiftly dispatched the beasts and whisked us away to safety. That's when I vowed that one day I'd serve the guild and repay my debt to the brave soul who rescued me. Meanwhile, Nekeke was a genius in the kitchen since she was a little girl. She chose the path of culinarian in hopes of filling the bellies of adventurers all over with nutritious and toothsome snacks. In the end, she found her calling making sweets, as opposed to the sort of hearty meals that you and I might favor, but that's rather fitting for her. She always had an independent streak after all. In any event, she's positively overjoyed that her latest creation will be presented front and center at the fair for adventurers all over to enjoy. More than anything, I'm just glad she's back with us, safe and sound. And now we get to swim over to the main island.
That's the pleasant part of what we do next.
Whee! Swim, 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 swim. So, I gotta know. What is the water float on the buns? Oh, okay. That's just fine.
Yep.
Sun, sea, surf. Do we have to leave? Oh, there goes the bombards again. Off in the distance.
That might be a yes then.
Fine. Be that way. my moment. Stand.
Hey, look, I'll just get Gigiruju upset, and the only thing worse than dealing with Gigiruju is dealing with an upset Gigiruju.
Okay, fair enough. I will say he is not the worst Lalafell we've had to deal with in this game.
No. What is it with Lalafels?
Money. Money corrupts. And they're making up for other things. Hello, Master Gigiruju. So nice to see you again.
Oh, if it isn't the ever-resourceful and oh-so-forgiving adventurers who he's so ignominiously tasked with gathering ingredients for our banquet.
Yes, indeed.
What's this you say? The fiends have been dispatched. My prized dessert is ready for tasting. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Okay, we're out of here.
Yeah, quick. Before he gets any ideas. More ideas.
I think the only reason why he doesn't get handsy with us is the fact that we are adventurers and he knows we just chop his hands off. Swim, 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 swim. At least this is a pleasant place to swim at.
Oh, yes. Short of the shark.
Oh, he's out already.
You're gonna eat that?
This is the actual captain of the fishing raids, and these are two of the minions you can get via the fishing raids. This is adorable.
Yeah.
Okay, Mikeke. Are you ready, Mikeke? Oh, it's you two. You haven't come at a better time. I was putting the finishing touches on my masterpiece. Just pray wait for just a moment, won't you?
Long enough for the cine to load.
Mm-hmm. Adventurers, Eorzians, fairgoers, friends. I am most proud to present my latest creation. It is called Costa del Helio, and I promise that it will please your tongue even more than it does your eyes. I have to admit, on a really balmy day, that would be pretty good looking. Yay! And to make sure that doesn't melt, as well as to help you all stay cool amidst the scorching heat, I leave you with a present from my furry friends.
Fireworks. Oh, wait.
Ah, Rena, Ladonia, well, did my dessert agree with you? After all the trouble I put you through, I can only hope so. It was more than worth the trouble.
Sure.
Now that's a relief to hear. If it provided you with true refreshment after your travels, well, a confectioner and a culinarian, nothing would make me happier. Speaking of which, I had meant to tell you, Ever since you two chased off those bombards, my little friends here haven't been able to take her eyes off of you. Just look at her face. It's as if she's saying, "Oh, Mrs. Adventurer, would you please give what I wouldn't give to join you in your travels?" "Oh, truly? How kind you are. She'll be the most wonderful companion on the road, I promise you that. And with that, I'd best be getting back to the kitchen. After all, adventurers from all over the corners of the realm have been coming to taste my latest, greatest creation. Until we meet again, happy Moonfire Faire to you."
Hiya.
The bear.
Fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
We should be coming up on the climax of that. Thanks to your efforts, peace has returned to the beaches of Costa del Sol and the festivities can commence in earnest. That is, until the Bombard Menace rears its ugly head. You may now purchase wares from the Moonfire Faire vendor, participate in the fete appearing in the southeastern region of the fairgrounds to earn vouchers that can be exchanged for goods. You say goodbye, I say hello. And turn your camera to the
Yep.
fireworks.
Seeing it.
And there's the Bombard in the distance, getting beaten up on.
Yeah, I'm kind of going over that way so that people can see the fight. We're coming in late. Along with the
Yeah.
fireworks.
Yeah. Like I said, I believe that's going to be coming up on its climax soon.
Oh, one can hope. It happens...
And a nice shot of the half moon.
Mm-hmm. I believe it happens in-game on the hour for like 10-15 minutes. And when I mean on the hour, I mean an Eorzian hour, not a real RL hour.
Eh.
And it happens here, and all the major cities, and the housing districts.
Yes.
And the firework display they put on is really nice, especially if you get a chance to see it out over the water of Limsa. Ooh, that bombard is getting big. Can they get... Ah, there's the final!
There we go.
Boom!
Yes. And the game logo.
I will note that that's a different fireworks setup than we had last year.
Yes. Much the same, but there are some different elements, including that finale.
And we get a polar bear horn!
Yes.
Though cold to the touch, this horn emits a heartwarming sound that summons your polar bear, all without the need to resort in using your favorite sweets. Where is... There she is!
Died.
In search of ice to make frozen treats, the confectioner Nekeke traveled to an isle in the North Seas where she encountered this hulking creature. A bite of her sweets was all it took for it to follow her back to Eorzia, where it subsequently grew fond of her. Hover over. You're never too big for sweets. Ancient saying.
Yes.
And it has a duty action. How refreshing. Okay then. Do we want to try and level Lancer and Pugilist, or do we want to go on to White Mage?
Let's get started on White Mage.
That would mean going to Camp Tranquil. Oh, are they going? Are the Twin Adder going to get a surprise when we show up there on these? Hello, Life Swing. So glad you can make it.
Ah, yes.
Do I need to switch into White Mage?
Yeah, that would be good.
This way.
Ah, there you are. This cannot be a comfortable mount to ride on.
No. Okay, Rhea Osena.
Reusena.
Yeah.
Heart of the Forest. Reusena is wearing a concerned expression.
Forgive me, Rena, Ladonia. Brother and I have considered every possibility in the attempt every incantation at our disposal, but I fear the task of completing the enchantment has proven beyond our abilities.
Remember, they've been trying to enchant our robes so that they would be up to snuff to make the ritual of the quieting on the elder tree, and it's not working. I'm sorry.
Yes. So, I have to say I had the momentary thing of, wait, didn't we do this part already? And I remember, no, wait, that was Rayleigh about a month ago.
Yes.
No living Padgel, not even our sister, possesses such power. Without the blessing of Atoa Cant, there's nothing we can do.
With the ashes returned to the rightful place, Atoa Cant's spirit will return. Surely it's only a matter of time.
Look around you, sister. Open your eyes and ears. Time is one thing we do not have.
A rune?
The fury of the Great One mounts with each passing moment, and it will not be contained much longer. No, the time for waiting is long past. Now is the time for action.
But Rena and Ladonia's garbs, the enchantment is not yet complete.
The situation is far from ideal, yet we have no choice. We must trust in Ladonia and Rena's powers and do what we can.
I do hear you right, Arun. Why, it wasn't that long ago that you objected to Rena and Ladonia's very presence at the ritual.
I may be stubborn, sister, but I'm no fool. I've witnessed Ladonia and Rena's abilities with my own eyes. There can be no doubting that they are a mage of the white. One as worthy as you and I. Two as worthy as you and I.
Arun, if you would place your trust in Rena and Ladonia, so I see no reason why I should not. Very well, let us hasten for Evershade.
Hi, Eorzia.
Way! She's a big girl. She has a deep voice. Why do I get the... I suddenly get the visual image of Dr. Girlfriend suddenly doing the voice acting for Eorzia.
Oh dear.
That would be hilarious. No one would get it, but I would. And off to Evershade we go! The slowpoke way, because we still don't have flying. We don't get flying until we technically complete the base AAR campaign. Which we're close to, but we're not quite there yet. We keep dawdling, hoping that they might drop a fix to it that they've been hinting at for a while, but I think got ixnayed because of 2020. Aw.
Yeah.
But hope springs eternal! Yeah, I've been following some, like, Novice Network and other outside Discords and community pages for a lot of people coming into the game, and the amount of people that are smacking hard into that section of the game is not small.
Oh boy.
And unfortunately, we're seeing pushbacks. Like, I saw this one person go on this complete and utter diatribe on how it shouldn't be up to elder players to make accommodations for them. They either need to pick up or make their own party finder. It's like, dude, what are you smoking? Stop that. That's not what the game's about. We're supposed to help each other, not diss each other. This eye twitch is me trying not to roll my eyes and failing.
At least your powerful eye muscles are not flipped onto the...
Oh god, that was a hilarious skit. Oh, the tree does not look good.
No.
It's all purpley and oozing. Rhea, oh, what's going on?
Is something the matter, Rena, Ladonia? This is not the time to lose faith in your abilities. Hurry up and take your place by the guardian tree.
And
Arun?
Arun isn't much better. Ladonia, Rena, I speak to you now as my peers. The fate of Gridania lies in the balance. We can ill afford to fail. No pressure.
Oh, last night in Heaven on High, we steamrolled the place. We actually did like 40 levels in one night. It was kind of amazing.
Yep.
Now, we did have like one player death, but hey, we'll take it.
Sorry. And how many explosions?
I think we're up to 9 explosions.
Yes.
Like 5 mimics and at least 3 otter traps.
Yeah.
I have the tally that we can roll over for next week, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I think we made the forest mad.
The Great One's rage is too strong. I cannot reach him.
Stay focused, Arun. If we fail, who will rise to take our place?
Sister, the forest itself turns against us.
If we cannot reach the Great Ones, his minions will relent. Cast away your worries and focus your mind on the ritual. No! Rena! Ladonia!
Oh, hi. Stand strong, Ladonia. Rena, are you going to let some overgrown shrub ruffle your feathers? He's short. And the two of you, don't you have a ritual to perform? Do my eyes deceive me? This is no time for chit-chat. Rhea-O, Arun, Ladonia, Rena, focus your energies on the Guardian Tree. We must quell the Great One's fury, dispatch its minions, and resume the quieting.
And to answer your question, Battleaxe, yes, next week we will start on level 61.
Oh, for, yes.
Heaven on High, yeah.
Who's going, no, we're not going to be level 61 next week.
Oh, we've got bleed going on.
I was talking about the critters. Out of my way, foul creature. I cannot concentrate on the ritual.
Oh, that is a nasty bleed. Holy moly.
Yeah.
I remember this one being actually one of the harder class quests to do for the level.
Yeah. There we go. Though, the critters were going down much faster than I remember when Raylia did it.
I don't know. Maybe because we upgraded our staffs?
Tell me when you're ready. Okay, must be ready now.
Almost. Okay.
Now, focus your powers on the Guardian Tree.
Is it over?
The Great One's anger abates. You have done well, my children.
Master Atawa? Do you truly live?
Live? Not as you would define the word. Mayhap in the heart of Ladonia here, whose strength I borrowed to join you.
It's a miracle.
Aye, it may very well be. Or perhaps some other crystal heard this old soul's wish. I lived a long and fruitful life, but when I drew my last breath in Ogoro that day, I did so with one profound regret, that I would pass from this realm without finding a worthy inheritor to bequeath my knowledge in full. My spirit left my lifeless body to abide in the soul crystal, with the hope that one day it would find its way into the hands of my successor. For years, my consciousness slumbered in the darkness, until I met Ladonia. Well, crap.
From the moment you took my crystal in hand, I knew, as you'll know, I had I had at long last found the one whom I could truly pass my knowledge to. Master Atawa?
The power of the crystal grows faint. It would seem my all too brief sojourn here has come to an end. Farewell, Ladonia of the White. Farewell, my children. I leave my forest home in your capable hands.
Master Atawa! He has left us.
And yet, by his power, and that of his successor, Ladonia, the Great One's fury is quelled, and the Trollswood is safe. The Master Atoa traveled the world. No doubt his heart always remained here. In the forest home he loved, he waited for us.
Why, brother? For once, you almost sound as wise beyond your years.
Strange, is it not? Yet perhaps I've finally learned something from you, dear sister.
As I could learn something from you, Arun. Your pride as a Pagil, your deep respect for our past, these are traits to be admired. The same can be said for Master Atawa's liberty. Yes, I believe there's a place for both beliefs among our kind. The road is a long and windy one, but at long last our work is done. Let us return to Camp Tranquil. Daw.
Mm-hmm. Beat me to it. Yes, Foxfire.
Sniff.
Agreed. Howdy, stranger. Ah. Hey, I do know you.
What do you think? I'm the one with the burb!
Well, you're just some random non-person.
Humph. No, one of these days I'm just gonna take off and leave you behind.
You mean one of these days? You've already done that.
I'll do it again!
Yeah, no doubt. Been there, done that, got the blisters.
Sorry! So we just have to wrap up here. What do we want to do afterwards? Do we want to try and do a quick leveling dungeon? Or do we want to try and take on one of the other...
Quick. I'm kind of thinking probably at least set ourselves up for the next one.
Well,
Whether that be Black Mage or... Thing.
Thing? Thing?
Black Mage, Warrior, not Gladiator, Pally, or
And Ninja.
Ninja, that's right. Which one would you rather do first?
Well, Ninja is going to be long. I warn you that.
Maybe save that for last. Which implies doing the Ul'dah set before the Limsa Lominsa set. So probably head into Ul'dah and either start Pally or I can start Black Mage.
Either or. We can work it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, actually, where do, I guess Pally is all Genlands, which is all in Ul'dah, so that one is nice and collected and doesn't scatter to the four winds for the job quests.
Well, the last one, I'm not sure if it happened where it happens. It might be in southern Thanalan. I could be wrong.
Yeah, but where does it start?
I start with Jinlun's.
Yeah, who is in Ul'dah, so definitely go to Ul'dah next.
Okay. Rayo? To meet Master Atawa in the flesh. Well, not flesh, perhaps. I'm still shaking from the experience, and from the pure joy of seeing peace return to my forest home at last. It will be forever grateful to you, Rena, Ladonia. I'm honored that we were able to heal the wood together. I speak not only for myself, my brother has expressed the self-same sentiments. Were Master Atawa here, I'm sure he would say the same. Although perhaps he is still here in some form. Behold, the final piece of your garb now pulses with his ancient power. Yes, there can be no doubt that Master Atawa intended this to be his parting gift to you. Take it and wear it with pride. Rena of the White, Ladonia of the White. Before we part, I would bestow upon you a present of my own. By the ancient power invested in me as Seed's dear, I bestow upon you the greatest incantation known to our kind. May you ever heed the will of the elementals and use it in wisdom and compassion.
Greatest incantation known until we hit expansion spells.
Something like that. Phew! I'm not given to formalities. I swear, I do not know how my sister manages. In the short time I have known you two, you have grown into fine white mages. I am honored to call you my peers. Use your power in moderation and let compassion be your guide. I have no doubt that you will bring succor and solace to wherever your journey takes you. Benediction!
Yeah,
that would have been handy.
Restores all of a target's HP. Instant cast. 30 yalm radius. 180-second recast.
Yeah, gee, restore all of the target's HP. We could have used that.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing White 1.
And we have new upgrade gear. Woo!
Lots of it. There's the robe itself.
Which is going to immediately go into the glamour chest.
Glamour chest.
And then the upgrade of the set.
Including the belt head. Won't exist in a little bit.
Yeah, well. You coming?
In a moment.
Putting on all the new gear. Yes, they do have some good writers, and the writing only gets better.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, this is just their moderately decent writing so far. Hi, Mr. Bear, hanging in midair. The same way
Barely
birds
sees
don't.
you. Okay, off to Ul'dah! Yeah, one of the advantages we had is we had a very good time last week in Palace of the Dead. Got a whole bunch of weapons that we kind of Raylia and Theron shipped to these girls. So
Yes.
they're not shabby. They're not the best in the world. There are better weapons out there.
This is one of the
for level 50.
better looking white mage weapons.
But definitely this game spent some serious points in their writing. One thing that a lot of people don't realize is that from AAR all the way through to the end of Endwalker, which is the expansion that's coming out, is all one giant plot line.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a separate story. It is best to play it all through from the beginning, because while
the AR stuff is not bad, and it's actually pretty good for general MMORPG stuff. It is the building blocks for the rest of the next 4 expansions.
Yeah.
And FF, Final Fantasy has always been known for stories, so they decided, you know, we're known for story, why don't we double down on that as part of the MMO? And they did, and, well, it's paid off. Though right now they're suffering from a dearth of riches when it comes to the player base.
You mean embarrassment of riches? Yeah.
That too.
It is not a dearth.
They are trying their best to bring on new systems for the new players coming in. Right now, they have stopped giving out keys for free trials. You can actually still get them. It's just they have a thing that if the queue is too large, they will start denying the free players and let the people who have a subscription log in. It's something they don't want to do, but something they've kind of had to do because, this afternoon I had almost a 200-person queue to log in.
189.
Yeah,
That was mine.
Yeah.
And the sun is coming up.
So
Look at that sunrise.
We shall see how it pans out. I would not be surprised if we lose some of the player base when New World comes out. But New World is a substantially different style of MMORPG than this. So I would not be surprised if some people went back and forth, or they're using this as a holdover until the next big game comes out as they're looking for their new home. And this game isn't for everyone. New World is not for everyone. People will find where they need to belong and what will make them happy. And that's the important part, is that we actually have choice now. It isn't like there's only this one game. Okay, I'm done getting off my soapbox now. Thank you. The White Mage robe is actually a very classic robe.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people say it was kind of derpy looking. I actually rather like it because it is just such... It's so classic White Mage. Someday we'll log in. Hello, Steps of Nald.
There we go.
Yeah. And of course, my cane is all fiery. And Ladonia's is all airy.
Mm-hmm. Start with Jinlins.
Okay.
Either way, we're going into the other half of the city because they're both actually in the other zone.
Let's see what Jinlins has to say.
And I'll see if I can pick up a few XP points while catching some rays and following them around. And I'd better change out of this before I actually do my Dragoon 50 quest.
Yeah, that would be good, or you're gonna freeze your little buns off.
Yes. I may freeze off parts of anatomy I don't even have.
This way. We'll go down to the gladiators, and then we'll swing this way, and then head up the stairs. And then we'll swing that way. And head up the stairs again. Oh yeah, I see that blue bang.
Funny, I don't see anything.
Okay,
Hi,
Jinlins. What you got?
Hold on a moment. Yeah, I can see you. Keeping the oath, Jinlins wishes to bid you farewell. Welcome, Paladin. I had hoped to see you before I left. You remained a true friend even when after the wrongs I did to you, and I owe you my trust. So I will tell you everything I have learned. After our encounter in the hills, I spent some time in the care of Sulkazgal, recovering from my wounds. As I convalesced, he gave me the true account of what happened these last few years in his solitary war against the monetarists. After he went into hiding, he tried to get word to me about what was happening. I was surrounded by agents in the pay of the monetarists who kept me isolated and ignorant. They planted the lie that Sulkazgal was a traitor and tricked me into tracking him down. I was their puppet, twitching obediently at the end of the strings they pulled. But when I discovered that Death's Embrace had been behind the demise of my sisters, they panicked, especially when they found out that I had shared the information with you. They set a trap for us and baited it with the promise of a parley with Sulkazgal. Sulkazgal was no traitor, as I should have well known. But I allowed myself to be deceived by the whispers of mummers and flatterers, and no, that was not the way of it. It was not their lies that made me blind, but my desire, nay, my obsession to restore our honor. For the Sultan sworn, and all paladins who have bent the knee to a higher cause, honor is a means to an end, not the end itself. I lost sight of that. In so doing, lost sight of my true duty. So Kazgal understood what was happening. That is why he gave you the soul of the paladin. It was a remonstration, a message. Look how adventurers live, he was telling. Where does their honor, their authority come from? I owe my position to the machinations of the monitors. They calculated that a young captain eager to prove his loyalty, bound by unquestioning fealty, would be all the easier to control. They were right. I am a sham and a fake, but the world does not know that, and even the illusion of power is a power of sorts. Use it to fight back. I will tell my subordinates that I am fleeing to Snowcloak and Coerthus. When the monitarists hear of this, as they will send assassins after me again. But when they show their hand, I will stand my ground and fight back. I realize you may wish to offer your assistance. However, I cannot in good conscience put you in harm's way anymore. You, too, have become a target of the Cabal's assassins. The odds will be against me, that much is certain. But Sulkazgal has taught me much, and if I am brave and vigilant, I know I can triumph. I am sorry you have been caught up in our own political struggles. But now, as a paladin, it is time you traveled your own path. Ah, yes, so Kazgal wished to have a word with you as well. We'll find him in central Thanalan. Allow me to mark the location on your map. Our maps must be layered with so many different quest markings.
Yeah. Okay, off to meet Sulkazgal. We can do this. Speedy bug kicking in the afterburners. And he said central, correct?
I believe so.
If I remember right, this one actually doesn't take that long.
Yeah.
Because it's raining.
where are you?
Right here with the umbrella.
I can't see you. There you go. Follow was working, but you hadn't actually visually loaded in.
Sorry. Okay, have to put down the umbrella.
Yes. Peeps, Marshmallow, quit it.
By the way, where's my sound? Okay, my sound is properly set.
So, can't this thing go any higher? I mean, isn't it supposed to be able to fly to the moon?
Eventually?
It's not showing it.
Space whale, ho! Sorry, it's a lunar whale. Boop boop! Lunar whale coming through! Here are the train tracks. We will follow them. Hello, Skullskill!
Sure, this isn't the Ninja Quest. I can't see anyone.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, right. Thank you for coming, Rena. We haven't much time, so I will be blunt. Jinlins will die if he faces death's embrace alone. I know what I must do, and I suspect you do as well. You're the woman I believe you to be, and we shall meet again soon.
In other words, you want us to go save Jinlins in Snowcloak. Right,
Yes.
we're gonna just teleport. Hello, Doodles!
I will accept this teleport.
I know you're around here somewhere.
No, I'm not.
You're not? I thought you said
Nope.
you...
Now I'm here. I wish I was.
Quick, get inside the space whale. Let's warm in there. Okay, we need to go this way. Probably towards White Brim. As we squeak through the portcullis. Go, space whale. He means well. He's trying to help. He's got a belly full of fire.
That's good.
Might I recommend a different class, maybe?
Oh, I'm fine.
I know, you're looking a little pale there. Sure you don't want me just to leave you at Wiper in front by the big bonfire? Zoom.
I think you need to trade in this space whale or get an upgrade or something. He's kind of slow.
Well, he's kind of like a diesel motor. He's hard to get going, but once he gets going, it's hard to stop. I'm afraid I'm going to have to abandon you here. There's a campfire right over here. I suggest you make use of it. Come on, peeps. We need to save an idiot paladin.
The best kind?
That's what you get for having to train using shield smash all the time. Excuse you. I'm here! I'm here!
You as well. I told you to go to ground. This isn't your fight.
Oh, this now.
First so cosmical, now you. Are you both so eager to die?
No, we're eager for you to live, you idiot.
You forget that we are paladins. Wheresoever our duty leads us, we go, and do so of our own free will. To abide by one's own sense of justice is to embrace the paladin's creed. Sworn or unsworn, we are paladins true, and the only true oath we swear, one we swear to ourselves. Now come, let us stand shoulder to shoulder and show the metal of our soul, steel of our swords.
Button determination! Oh, first turn on tanking stance.
What, you're gonna fight for aggro them? Three-way aggro fight?
Isn't that a paladin's job?
I could say something I shouldn't on there.
I think they beat aggro on the ogre.
Indeed.
Nope, they failed. Okay, so go skull, Jinlin, Swernu.
This void scent were called forth by a mage who I suspect is observing as we speak. Spread out and search for anything unusual, but tread lightly. They could have help.
It could very well be a trap, but you were close.
Yeah, well.
And my bunny instincts are saying over here. A glowing grimoire. Ooh, that sounds dangerous.
What sorcery is this? Likely the work of our mage. Pulses with a queer light. Up above, the mage, the grimoire, is a trap.
Kerthum! Having a little,
Brenna, are you injured?
No, we're good. We're good.
Well, disappointing. I wanted to finish this quickly. Not that I expect you will live much longer. Cut down the assassins quickly, but wear that mage. Magics are not to be trifled with.
Okay, fine. We'll deal with the assassins.
Starting to fall over.
Like this?
Yeah. Much like that. Oh, that might be best. I went looking for trouble. I found it.
Ah!
Lots of trouble.
Yeah, this Death's Embrace guy is going down pretty hard, pretty fast. There we go. Night night.
You've done well. You never flinched from your duty, you followed the path you knew you had to take, and you showed us what it means to be a paladin. And you even managed to prize the scales from Jinlin's eyes. It's been an honor to know you, and to watch you grow. In any case, today's battle should blunt the Monoturf's stagger, at least for a while. They'll think twice before sending assassins after the Sultan's Horn again. I trust you will see to this mess, Genlins. Yes, sir. I mean, Captain, please, sir, return to the capital. Take up your command again. The burden is too much for the likes of me. Monitress may have stolen Oathkeeper, but oaths are not forged in steel. They're sworn in the heart. You never betrayed your oaths, Jinlins. And as for your leadership, well, ask this paladin if she learned anything from you. No matter what the circumstances, once a man has left the Sultan's Horn, he cannot return. No, I followed my own path, and on it I will stay. I have followed you since the day I vowed to join the ranks of the Sultan's Horn. Has the time come for me to stop following and begin to lead? Talk to the hand. Or the shield.
It's a very big shield.
Thank you for coming. Once again, you have placed me in your debt. See me in the city when you return. I will have something for you.
Okay, we can do this. I'm sure Ladonia will be happy to get out of the cold. I hope she hasn't gotten frostbite while I've been doing this. That would be bad.
You've kept your oath and awoken memories of the ancient past. And meanwhile, time for me to get some in.
I get out of here? No, not that way. Okay. I know you're around here somewhere.
Would you just die? Beep.
Come on, peeps.
Beep.
Oh, you're like way over there. Fine. Come on, peeps. Time to ride. And I'm going the wrong way. I do not want to be in the behemoth's domain. Nope. That is a big old nope. Yeah, the behemoth is a world boss that spawns like once every couple of weeks if you're lucky.
This guy spawns a lot more often.
Oh god, what are you doing over there? What? Are you actually trying to take that one on?
Kinda. At least help out.
Remember to de-summon your chocobo!
Already done.
Looks like someone else is tanking, so I'll let him have at it.
Yes.
Of course, I should probably do this on the people list.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one you do not want the chocobos up. The main reason why is that he gains strength every time someone dies.
And the chocobos count.
And the chocobos count.
Yeah, this fight's a lot more annoying with class.
At least we get more people joining in.
Yeah. When I originally showed up, there was a fair number of people working it.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's a lot of them.
And I've made friends with them all.
I'm trying to befriend them for you.
Yeah, effectively, every time someone dies, one of those things spawns, and the more they're up, the stronger he is.
It's getting decently far down. Stop with those.
Oh, someone got smacked. And died! Ooh,
Uh-oh.
that looked like it hurt.
Illegal.
Yeah, he's going down pretty hard.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, very nice. Huzzah.
And a decent chunk of level.
Yeah, I just dinged.
Really? Yeah, you must have.
And somehow I've acquired that minion already. How did that happen?
I think we've done this before.
Does Talon want a minion? I'm gonna port back to,
Please do.
hold on.
We have a quest to finish. And a fire to sit next to for the next 3 hours.
Well, we're in land of sun, so that should help thaw you out. You were the one who wanted to go in the bikini to go with this. You should have known better. You're around here somewhere, maybe. Ah, there you are. I'll swing by the Moogle Mail. Actually, I'll do that later. We'll go this way. But yeah, that fight is always kind of epic.
Yes.
Where did I get another puck? Because I thought...
No, I'm pretty sure we've actually participated in that fight before.
Yeah, we did not get the achievement, so we must have had it already. Eh? Confused Bunny is confused.
Yes, and?
Let me straighten my hair. Any day now.
Yes.
Ah,
There we
you
go.
We really gotta get your system upgraded. But alas, that's going to have to be on the back order until there's less of a silicon shortage.
Yes.
Okay, Jinlins, we're back from the cold. I heard that.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, Paladin. These have been troubled times for the Sultan Swarm, and you've served us loyally. You did what was just, followed the Paladin way, and defended the weak and needy. You're a true Oathkeeper. Honor and right were yours from the very beginning, and that is what made you strong. Strong enough to defeat me. The sword Oathkeeper has yet to be found, but I have come to realize that I do not need it. Nay, not to lead the Sultan Sworn, nor to restore our good name. The oaths we keep are in our hearts, not in hallowed blades. So Kazgal has left to wander the nations of Eorzia. He is a man of honor, and unless I am very much mistaken, continued to look for the sword that was gifted by our ruler centuries ago. I shall continue to serve Ul'dah as one of the Sultan Sworn. You shall defend the people of Eorzia as a free paladin. Our paths diverge now, but we shall forever be bound by the oaths we keep in our hearts. But listen to me. Noble words aren't much good to an adventurer, as to face monsters and menaces out in the real world. Fortunately, I have something that will serve you rather better. This sacred armor has been kept within the Sultan Sworn for many generations. It was given only to those Sultan Sworn through feats of arms and deeds of great courage earned the privilege to wear it. Something tells me that, for the first time since the armor was forged, this armor should go to someone who is not of the Sultan Sworn. If I allowed myself to be a slave to tradition, the paladin who deserves it the most would never wear it. Now, wouldn't that be a waste of fine plate? Just one thing. If anyone asks where you got it, you mustn't say it was me.
Got it. Woo! Hallowed ground.
Yes.
Best tank privilege in the game.
Yes.
Renders you impervious to most attacks. 10 seconds. I think the worst is probably Gunbreaker, because it requires you to shoot yourself in the foot. This concludes the Paladin quests. $51. I think I'm going to be putting Paladin away for a little bit.
Maybe.
But after these equipment messages. Gonna wear that, and gonna wear that, and gonna wear that, and those, and this, and... Nope, not that one. This one, and... Yeah, I think that's everything. I'm a proper paladin! I've got all the good stuff. Do we want to just call it here, or head over to the quicksand?
Quicksand.
One trip to the quicksand coming up. I'm sure Momodi will be very happy to see us.
Mm-hmm. And Battle Axe, I'm currently on a 10th. Because, boy, I was not going to pay the prices for anything above that.
Yeah, I'm currently looking at like a Basin RTX, but that's going to be a while because...
Yeah.
While I could really use the video card, I need the money to deal with my dental issues first. So I'm going to save for that instead of trying to put myself on a waiting list for an RTX card. Who knows? I might get lucky. By the time I got the dental stuff taken care of, things won't have shaken out of the video card. But we can hope, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and be wary of any used cards right now, because a lot of the Chinese Bitcoin farmers, now that it's illegal to bitmine in China, are dumping these burnt out cards on the market.
Nice.
You do not want those cards. And with that, we must needs say goodnight. Thank you all for coming along. We shall be back again next week, starting on Saturday at 9:30 Pacific. We will be starting on floor 61 of Heaven on High. Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
Until then, you guys have a great week and hope to see you later.
Yeah, everyone have a great week.
Good night, all.
Good night.